Hey guys, it's me, Cherry Ennui, and today something kind of insane happened to me. I think it's insane, but it might not be, so feel free to flame me in the comments if it's not that insane. But I'm pretty sure that my local Walmart got the Egyptian God structure decks a few days early because on the official Yu-Gi-Oh website, it lists the OTS store date as the 16th. Everywhere else it lists as the 18th, and yet here I am on the 11th owning the Egyptian God structure decks. And I thought I would make a video that just goes over the card rarities and a few of my thoughts on the structure deck in general, which has been largely panned by the community, and I think that's valid in a lot of ways, but there are some things I like about it which I wanted to talk about. This won't be the exact card list because for some reason, like an idiot, I kind of assembled a Slifer deck before making this video, so it's not going to be exact, but I'll try to catch up where I can. So here's the obelisk printing they did. It's an ultra rare. One thing I would remind people, though, be careful when you are opening the little plastic sleeve on the structure decks because it is easy to scuff your card with that, like I did here, if you notice on the left side, which was kind of unfortunate, but that's life. So we have a very memey reprint here of in every obelisk structure deck, you do indeed get 3 copies of Nimble Mamanga. People were wondering when Nimble Mamanga got listed in the card list, whether or not they would actually give us triple copies in each structure deck. And to their credit, they do, even though Nimble Mamanga is a pretty bad card in general. They did try with that, I guess. Bazoo the Soul Eater, which on the other hand, where, I'll at least give the Nimble cards like points for trying, this is completely inexplicable. I have no idea why they thought to reprint this guy here, but, Then we have, I'll go through it a little faster. We got a Cyber Dragon, a Hardened Arm Dragon, a Super Nimble Mega Hamster, wow. 2 Photon Saber Tigers. This card is so trash, dude. Like, oh my god. This was not it at all. When this card is normal or flip summoned, you can add 1 Photon Saber Tiger from your deck to your hand. If you do not control another Photon Saber Tiger, this card loses 800 attack. We got an Evil Swarm Salamandra, triple copies of Ra's Disciple, which was also, I think, a good idea. I'm glad they did that. Unmasked Dragon, and this was baffling. Mare in super rare. Why? That is just so confusing. Like the Egyptian God structure deck to reprint Mare. Why not, Very strange. Here's our Nimble Beaver, which is probably the most coveted reprint out of all of the Nimble cards. And this is one of the things that I was really surprised at in the structure deck. Gizmek Uka has only been printed, I believe, in Secret Rare, aside from this, and it's been like a $10, $8 Secret Rare. So it is cool to see that is getting a reprint, even if it's not the most, useful card. I think all of the cards in these structure decks could be way more optimal, as a lot of other people have pointed out in detail. And then we get a reprint of Mikami as well. And Condemned Witch, because this deck does run forbidden cards. We've got Soul Crossing, which is one of the new spell cards, I believe, gets an ultra rare printing. Pretty good. It allows you, of course, to tribute one of your opponent's monsters if you're going in for the Divine Tribute Summon. Pretty cool. Fist of Fate, this is the Obelisk ultra rare. I believe if you can resolve everything with it, you get to pop your opponent's entire back row, which is pretty nice, just in case the Harpy's Feather Duster reprint wasn't enough for people. And then Divine Evolution here as an ultra rare. And Harpy's Feather Duster, they did print as a super. I don't know if I'll include the iPhone footage I took for this video, but this one is really grimy. I don't know why that is there, but unfortunate. You got a Brain Control, Different Dimension Capsule, Pot of Avarice, very strange. The Forbidden cards, Monarch, Stormforth, not a bad card. This was a really strange pick. Level Resist Wall, a super rare trap card that says if a monster you control is destroyed by battle or an opponent's card effect, you can target one of those monsters, special summon monster or monsters from your deck in defense position so that combined levels equal the level of that monster but negate their effects. Very kind of bad card that they gave as super rare for some reason. I got two Obelisk decks because I think Obelisk, in terms of reprints, got way better treatment than the Slifer deck did. But my friend had dibs on Obelisk, so I bought more Slifer decks, and I'm going to try to run Slifer. Now, this card, I can't even talk about Millennium Seeker right now in this video because I would go on for too long, but this card is baffling. Its effect, unless I am reading it like so wrong, this seems like a trash card. So bad. Honestly, I like kind of can't believe it. Again, assuming I'm not reading it incorrectly, and I really don't think I am, but you know. So this is the Slifer deck now. I've taken the Slifer out and put it into my other deck, and I'll go through that in a sec. We get Tellus, the Little Angel, as a super rare, which is cool. I like fairy cards. Breaker, the Magical Warrior, Beast King Barbaros, Nine-Tailed Fox, Phantom Skyblaster, Card Guard, Caligo Clawcrow, not the worst. Electromagnetic Turtle, Breaker the Dark Magical Warrior, Scapegoat. You do actually have triple copies of Wicked Warden. And you've got the Sinister Shadow Lord, Clockwyvern, Tendy Spirit, Book of Moon, Enemy Controller, Pot of Avarice, March of the Monarchs, Supply Squad, one-time passcode, Layer of Darkness for the Layer of Darkness engine, Draw of Fate, Mirror Force, Reckless Greed, Back to the Front, and Ultimate Divine Beast, which seems like, you know, not the worst, but definitely not the best either. Yeah, and so now I gotta real quick go through the deck I put together to play Slifer to explain a few of the cards that I took out. So here's the Slifer they give you. You know, they went for the classic Slifer opposed to, say, the 2019 Megatin one, which I've got right here. Pretty cool. In the Slifer deck, you get a super rare Reactor Slime, which is, I think, one of the cooler reprints they gave us for this deck. I'm running triple copies of that. Then I've got two copies of Angel 01, which is the fairy super rare from the Obelisk deck, which I think is a little better than the super rare Angel card from the other deck, but, you know, I'm not sure yet. Ra's Disciple, you do get as 3 copies, as I mentioned. This card isn't in the structure deck, but I've added Performance Hat Trickster, Evil Swarm, and a Vanity's Fiend that's also not in the structure deck. Soul Crossing. And then here's the raw card. It's an ultra, not the raw card, sorry, the Slifer card as a ultra rare. Pretty cool. Thunder Force Attack. It does let you draw cards. I think it's probably a little better than Fist of Fate. But of course, whether or not Slifer is better than Obelisk is debatable. Card Advance, right? This anime-ass card that always seemed like perfect in the anime, but of course in real life it's kind of a different story. But I thought I would run it just for the meme. It allows you to look up to 5 cards from the top of your deck and then place them on the top of the deck in any order, so kind of a big eye as a spell card, but you can tribute summon 1 monster in addition to your normal summon set this turn, which is pretty cool for God card decks, obviously. And then you can also combo it with any luck. Let me just move this over real quick. With the True Name, which allows you to declare 1 card name, excavate the top card of your deck, and if it is a declared card, you can add it to your hand, and then you can add to your hand or special summon a divine monster from deck. So pretty good if you've got the right setup for it. I'm running triple Pot of Desires. Again, this is the Toon Chaos reprint. It's not in the structure decks. It's probably better to run like Extravagance or Prosperity, but can't afford those, lol. This reprint in the Obelisk deck I was really excited for, and I ended up getting two Obelisk decks and three Slifers, but I kind of wish I had just gotten three because Double Summon is like a $5 card, and it's really nice in a lot of decks. I've got one Monster Reborn in here, which was reprinted in both structure decks, I believe. Harpy's Feather Duster, as discussed, this is super rare. Celestial Transformation, that I only have one of right now. I've got two on the way, but I think this card could be really good for getting Ra's Disciple out, as well as some of the other fairy cards that are meant to support the god cards summoning in these decks, because Celestial Transformation does not negate their effects and it lets you get them out from hand. Because normally the trouble is with them is even if you get three bodies, you have to burn your normal on them a lot of times. So I think that Celestial Transformation will help with that a lot. Three Metal Reflect Slimes. I believe these came from the Slifer deck. Two Drowning Mirror Forces. I think these are from the Obelisk deck because I have them at two. Slifer gets a regular Mirror Force, and of course it gets this sort of Pepe Hands trap card. But yeah, in general, I'm happy to have gotten a few reprints on the Gizmet card and Double Summon, but of course they aren't the most viable. It was overall a really happy surprise to find them here. Obviously not the best deck, and probably a pretty bad deck in a lot of ways, even if you get triple copies. But I really like that Double Summon and Harpy's Feather Duster and the Gizmet cards are getting reprints here. I think those are fun choices, even though they're not the most competitively viable necessarily. But I think Double Summon and Harpy's Feather Duster obviously are competitive cards, so that was good to see. And if you guys enjoyed the video, I would really appreciate it if you could drop a like and or subscribe to the channel. I know I don't have a lot up right now because I'm kind of just getting the whole content creation thing started myself. But likes and subscribes mean that I can make more videos and hopefully start making better videos where the card focus isn't so bad. Thanks for watching, and I'll hope that you'll eagerly await my next amazing piece of content because, it'll just inevitably be amazing. Goodbye.